Hey, you guys, Lisa Winston here. Whoa there, got some weird lighting going on. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. And I just wanted to pop in. I'm going to speak just a little bit into what my topic is for Thursday's Facebook Live at 3 o'clock. I actually have a webinar at 12, and then I have my Facebook Live at 3 because my 3 o'clock got much more engagement than my 6 o'clock. Oh my gosh, you guys, hold on. Let me find some light, correct light, so you're not looking at me glowing. I like to be glowing, but not that much. Oh my gosh. Help! Where's their light that's not glowing? Let's see. Let's put the blind down. I love these Facebook Lives, right? We're live. That's what it's all about. All right, let's try it this way. Whoa there. Is that better? Okay, now I look red. Red, white, and blue. Woohoo! Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. Okay, so what I wanted to speak into today was about the things that we're doing that no longer serve us. I work with a lot of clients on this stuff, and of course that's been my life path as well. That's why I teach it, because I'm busting through things every day just like everybody else. But I find it really interesting how we hang on to things that no longer serve us way past the time that we ought to, right? I mean, like relationships that no longer serve us, jobs that no longer serve us, habits that no longer serve us. And you have to remember that every time you hold on to something, there's a benefit. So that could be, maybe you're holding on to something because like in a relationship, you feel like nobody's ever going to love you and you don't want to be alone. So you always have to look at, what is the benefit of hanging on to things that no longer serve me? And why do I hang on to them? And let me just tell you this, and that is, and this is true for everybody, life keeps bringing you lessons over and over and over, the ones that you really need to get until you finally get them, or not. Remember, I talked about my universal 2x4, the fire, the breast cancer, all that. So you get to continue in your patterns, or you get to create new patterns and let go. And I have to tell you, I've had that same experience. Just recently, I had to let go of something that really, hey, Bella, how are you? Hey, Angel. I had to let go of something that I really want to let go of. And I kept looking at it. It's like, why am I not wanting to let go of this? It's not serving me any longer. And I looked into why that was, and I found out, even though I've been in marriages and I've been alone a lot, I realized that this was a relationship of a sort, quote unquote, soul relationship. And it was serving me in the way that I'd rather be with something that's not serving me than be alone, which is crazy. I've done so much work, right? And I'm not afraid of being alone whatsoever. But it's an old belief. And then I actually took it back to, now I'm starting to sweat. I got the fan off and oh my gosh, what's happening here? Oh my God. I'm really glowing now. I'm schwitzing, as they say. The funny thing is that I took it back, you guys. This is like, you can take it as deep as you want to, or you can stay as shallow as you want. I want to go deep. I want to go back to the core wound. So for me, a wound that I know about, that's been with me for a long time, has been this one where God plopped me somewhere long ago when I was actually created in the very beginning of time. That spirit just plopped me into all these life situations where people took me out, and I felt abandoned. That's why, like, when I came out of this planet, I never felt like I was home, because this isn't my home, right? So I have this abandonment issue actually from spirit, not from my human parents, not from any of that. It goes way back to this core wound, really to the beginning of time. Now, that's pretty deep, right? Now, again, I intuitively tap into that stuff, and I don't know where you guys are at with that. You get to practice that. It's amazing. But it's always really good to know what you're creating from and why you continue these patterns, these deep patterns. And right now, you guys, there's so much energetically happening between now and really in through August. We've got eclipses, we've got the 888 Lions Gate, we've got massive transformation coming up. Things that, these things are going to show up in your experience more and more. The things that you really need to deal with that you haven't dealt with are going to be in your face, like white on rice. That's just the way it is. And you get to deal with them or not, because we're ascending, we're rising, our vibration is rising. Do you want to rise or don't you? Hey, honey. Hey, Tania, how are you, sweetheart? So that's what's happening energetically. All this stuff is coming to us so that we can get to experience who it is that we were and who it is that we're becoming, and we get to become more of who it is we want to become. So staying in integrity. And Angel, I don't have my glasses. I cannot read that, my love, and I will read it in a little while. Okay, I'm sure it's profound. So this is what you get to look at. And again, Thursday, we're going to delve into this a little bit more, but I just love to share my experiences. And I also want to share, my breakthroughs and my realizations with you guys so that maybe you can have the same kind of experience. Again, remember, you guys, life keeps throwing us what it is that we get to look at, what we need to look at, right? Life will continue to bring you whatever lessons it is that you need to look at, so that you can let go of those patterns that no longer serve you. Look into, again, what is the benefit of hanging on to something that no longer serves you? It serves you in some way, whether you're doing something quote unquote positive or you're doing a behavior that seems quote unquote negative, there's always a benefit. How is this benefiting you? I stay in places sometimes because it feels comfortably uncomfortable. Right? And I just shared that one of my things around relationship was that I didn't want to feel abandoned, or I didn't want to feel alone, which is crazy. Why would I stay someplace where it's not serving me? And then the other thing that I have that a lot of guys, that you guys probably have also, is, hey Eli, is that, when you love the way that we do, us light workers who love everybody on the planet, right? We love with this love that's just unbelievable. And the problem is that sometimes we love so hard and so much that we lose ourselves in the process, that we don't love ourselves the way that we love other people. And we get to come in the mix, right? We have to love ourselves first, give to ourselves first before we continue to give to others, because then we're dried up, right? We're just tapped out. So don't let things go on unless they need to. If you're attached to something that you're having trouble letting go of, a person, a situation, a thing, a habit, whatever it is, how is it benefiting you? What is the core wound? Where is it taking you back to? Remember, this lesson will continue to show up until you address it. That's just how life is. And then also, what I had to do was I had to get to a space where I woke up and I went, I don't really want to let go of this. And then I looked at the core wound and I looked at how it was serving me and benefiting me. And then I said, I don't really want to let go of this. And then I said, this isn't serving me anymore. So I get to let go of this because this is not who I am. I have become so much more than that. I get to show up as a leader and integrity and serving my life mission and helping others to rise. And if I'm going to do that, I need to be in that space as well at all times. Not that I don't screw up, and not that we don't screw up, because we're all human and we have those moments. Then we pick ourselves back up and we move forward. But I literally had to get to a space of, oh my God, I'm so sweating. Sorry, guys. Damn Facebook Lives, right? Anything can happen. First I'm glowing, now I'm sweating. And now I'm sweating and glowing. Oh my God, you guys, this is just not working out. All right, my whole point is this, is that sometimes we have to get to a space of extreme discomfort, right? That's where I was at. And it wasn't even extreme discomfort. It was just like, I woke up and I was like, I don't want to let go of this, but this doesn't feel good anymore. Like it's too exhausting to keep hanging on to it. And I'm not going to hang on to it. Hey, Stephen, how are you? So when something feels heavy and you get to a point where it's like, why am I doing this? Because it's the same song and dance. It's the same story. It's not serving me. It feels heavy. It doesn't feel integrous. It doesn't feel like it's serving me at all. And it's really a big, gigantic energy suck, right? When you start feeling energetically sucked dry, where you're just, my focus isn't where it needs to be. It's on things that I don't need to be focused on. That's when that's when I was able to actually create the space and just say, that's it. And as a matter of fact, I still have these feelings inside of me, which you guys get to deal with, right? That's energy that's stuck in your body, and you don't want to let it stuck there. So you get to do some energy processes, which I can teach you guys, of how to actually move that energy through your body. So feelings are feelings, right? And they create, and they're powerful. But again, if you disconnect from what it is that's not serving you, and you get to a space where you've just had enough and it's time to totally disconnect from something, you do it. And then you allow yourself to feel those feelings. Remember, we don't like resistance. We don't like to be, hold on, I put my glasses on. Okay, here we are. Hey, Bella. We don't like to, I'll have to read this and respond to you guys when I have a moment. Some heavy stuff here. Hey, Kelly, how are you? We get to feel the feelings, and we get to not push them away, right? Because discomfort is really a signal. It's an alarm. Your inner GPS is telling you something needs to be addressed. There's an old wound there. You don't need to push it away. When we push it away, we just make it worse, you guys. So if you can't get rid of the feelings of anxiety, fear, sadness, whatever it is, right? Then you get to just feel into it. You get to feel it in your body, wherever it is. Feel it, acknowledge it, don't judge it, don't push it away. Allow it to be there and allow it to move around until it's able to move out. I worked with a client today who actually we did this process, and she actually was yawning, and then she did some crying. So energy can move in various ways, okay? So this is a whole process. We just push everything away. And it's okay. You're exactly where you need to be. Everything is in perfect timing. And when you're ready to let go of something, you let go of it. And if you have to hang on to it longer, there's obviously more of a lesson that you get to learn. Sometimes we have to go back as humans, you know, to get the shit kicked out of us a couple more times till we get the realization that it's just not worth our time and energy to put our focus there any longer. And it doesn't matter if it's a person. It doesn't matter if you love them. What's love got to do with it? I love using that one. It's true. You can love people all day long, right? But if it's not serving you, you can send somebody away with love. And you don't have to stay there. Not if it's a detriment to your own energy, your own health, your focus, and your vision. Like me, I've got a mission to help the planet rise. And so I get to rise and be the best that I can be. And I still get to share my experiences with you and how I broke through them so that you guys get to rise higher. But again, if you need to go through the experience so that you finally get tired of it and it doesn't feel good anymore and it doesn't serve you in the way that it did, then you get to let go of it and you get to feel the feelings that you're feeling and you get to just let those be. Pass through your body, sit there, love yourself through the process. Don't push anything away. Don't force anything. All right? So again, I'm going to go into this again on Thursday, my Facebook Live. And you guys, if you want to join my webinar, I'm teaching a freaking amazing webinar. It's a live encore on Thursday at noon. I think I posted it on my Facebook page. It's called Shift Your Paradigm, Change Your World. And it's a course that I'm actually teaching, and it's profound. Everybody who does the course with me has amazing shifts, and we don't even have words for it. But then 3 o'clock Pacific time, we're going to do the Facebook Live on this subject again because it's so huge. It's been coming up. You can send somebody away in love. Go where you're celebrated, not where you were tolerated. Amen. Seriously. And again, it's more about self-love. It's also about wherever you are in your journey, right? Everybody's at a different space, and these things come back over, and oh, you're welcome, angels, my joy. These things come back again over and over so that we get to experience them, learn them, grow from them, love them, and they will continue to show up. And if we continue to push them away, they'll continue to show up. And then we have two choices. We always have two choices, right? We can either stay immersed in the shit, the old story, the old ways of being that feel comfortably uncomfortable, or we get to say, I have become so much more, and I'm not going to stay there anymore. I get to choose, and I get to choose going over here where I know it's better for me, and it feels a little foreign, right? It doesn't feel comfortably uncomfortable. It actually is creating some anxiety in me. It feels like it's foreign territory, right? But I know I'm being called there, and I know that I'm not who I was. So if I'm being called there, I'm going to go there, right? And that's what we get to do, you guys. We have never been taught how to live life, how to feel into life, how to make choices. That's why my program is so important. This is a program that's called the Insight Program. It was developed by Beth Banning and Neil Gibson, her husband, who passed away in September, and a brilliant man and a brilliant woman, and I love her dearly. I met her years ago on one of my summits. And they've developed this course over a period of 28 years, and there's nothing like it. It will shift literally the way you show up in life, the way you communicate, seeing what it is that you're missing, seeing how you've been creating from a place that you weren't even conscious of. This is the foundational work, you guys. I talk about extreme authenticity, and that's super important. But if you don't have a foundation, you don't know who you are, you don't know what you value, you don't know what it is you're trying to get to, then you're still flying by the seat of your pants through life, right? So that's why I am committed to helping you guys rise, laying a really solid foundation. And again, people take this course many times over because there are layers. You get what you get the first time, right? It's a big learning curve. And then you can go back and you can do it again so that you can learn whatever the next layer holds for you. But it's powerful, profound stuff. I'm not messing around anymore. You know, I always say those who are committed, apply. Those who are not, don't bother. Because, I mean, it's deep work and it's not easy, but it's so rewarding. So you guys have choices, and you get to start learning how to deliberately create your life, deliberately make choices that serve you. Let go of the ones that don't with love. Allow them, feel them. Just allow them to be there, okay? And again, we can love people all day long. We can send people away with love. I always do. I love people so much. I love so many people, and I've left so many people that I love, but it was a choice, and I never stopped loving them, right? I just had to move away on behalf of me. So that's how that goes. That's what you have to do. Choose for your highest and best good, always. And whenever you let go of somebody or a situation or a habit, and especially if it's a person or a situation, remember, all things are synchronistic. They're divinely orchestrated in your highest and best good and in the highest and best good of others, you guys. There's not one thing that happens on this planet. We're all one. We're all connected energetically. There's no separation between any of us. No time and space. Physically, we look like we're separated. We are energetically all one. Whatever serves you serves the other, even if they don't know it. That's what's so freaking beautiful about the design. I get emotional about the design of the universe, because the universe is for us always. And we get to see that, and we get to embrace that, and we get to love that. It's so powerful, so powerful. You guys have no idea how powerful you are, and how being able to create the life you want is right at your fingertips. You have no idea. But you got to do the work. There's no magic pill. You get to show up for your life. You get to be supported by someone like me. Come work with me. I've been there, done that. Now I'm really getting good at this stuff. And it doesn't mean that I'm perfect, and it doesn't mean that I don't have stuff come up. It comes up continuously. But show up for your life. Start to realize what an incredible design this life is, and how we're all connected energetically, and how beautiful and synchronistic every single thing is on this planet. Everything you do has a purpose. It serves everybody. It's a circle of life, right? Yes. All right, you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Angel and Bella, I will read your stuff when I actually have to make a quick trip to my girl who does my hair. And then I will come back and I will read your stuff and respond as soon as I have a chance. Okay? And again, join me Thursday for my webinar. Sign up for that. It's free. 12 o'clock noon Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern time this Thursday. And then Thursday at 3 o'clock, I'm going to do a Facebook Live. And then Friday, Jill and I, my friend Jill Pottersmart and I, do a live Facebook every morning at 9:30, doing lots of podcasts and stuff. It's just so much joy. There's so much joy. Yeah, the circle of life, helping all you guys. We're all helping each other, right? We're all walking each other home. Rumi, I love that. It's so freaking profound. All right. All right, you guys, have an amazing day. I'm going to go turn the fan back on. No, better yet, I'm going to get my car that's air conditioned. How about that? And I'll respond again soon in about an hour, maybe 2 hours, Bella. And anybody else who put something up here, you guys are so brilliant. Angel, yeah, I'll respond to everything as soon as I have a chance, okay? And if you guys need support, reach out to me on my Facebook page, PM me, or you can always send me an email at thebeautyofauthenticity@gmail.com. The beauty of O-F, O as in Frank, O-F as in Frank, the beauty of authenticity @gmail.com. I know it's long, sorry, but I've had it forever. It's my business name, so. All right, you guys. Have a beautiful afternoon. Make choices that serve you, okay? And I will talk to you guys soon. All right.